Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm going to talk about a book I just finished up, I don't know, a week or so ago. The End of the World is Just the Beginning by Peter Zeihan or Zian, not sure how he pronounces it. Um, Very interesting book. I really enjoyed it. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says. Um, Talks a lot about a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, and I think he called a lot of stuff, but I think he kind of has certain assumptions or uh, assertions that he doesn't necessarily back up with too much of anything. I'm not saying he does that a lot, but there's certain like major things he just kind of takes for granted, and I'm not necessarily uh, sure he's right about that stuff. But basically, the premise of this book is that the post World War II order that was set up, the system set up by the United States, and basically benefited almost the entire globe and resulted in never before seen levels of wealth and prosperity, uh, peace of the Pax Americana. He says that is going away, and he basically says the U.S. is no longer interested in upholding that system anymore. And you can see that that's kind of coming true. And he cites that Obama, with the apology tour that Obama went on. I don't think Zihan uh, characterized it as such, but basically that Obama didn't feel that the U.S. should be uh, leading the world. Um, and then also Trump had certain isolationist tendencies. Um, so he basically says based on that, and I don't know what else, but basically the U.S. is no longer gonna uh, lead the world in this system that it set up post World War II. And then he goes into different chapters explaining how these different things were evolved over time, and then how the U.S. Uh, after the Second World War uh, took these items, and I'll run down what they are here in a bit, and changed them and set up a new system for them that resulted in the prosperity we've had over the last, 75 years. Uh, so he gives a chapter devoted to transport. He gives a chapter about finance, another one about energy, one about industrial materials, one about manufacturing, and about another one about agriculture. And so he's goes in and gives you a history about all of these things, how things evolved from going back hundreds of years, and then what happened post World War II, and how things evolved up until just recently, and how things aren't going to work that way anymore. And he kind of gives some of the reasons as to why. And you know, we do see some of what he's predicting already coming to fruition now, with the whole situation going on with the economy now, and with the energy, and with the situation between Russia and Ukraine. So, uh, is everything he said going to come true? I don't know. I don't think so. But even if some of what he has to say uh, comes to fruition, things are going to get bad. And considering where we are now with the economy, and the state of the world right now, geopolitical situation, I'd say his predictions were pretty spot on for some of them. And I think going forward, things are probably going to get worse. So is it going to be a complete collapse of the system? I guess we'll all find out. But if it is, things are going to get real bad. He keeps saying how the U.S. is going to not be as bad as it is in other parts of the world, because for a variety of reasons, and he runs through all of them. Why the U.S. is set up or situated, or due to geographical reasons, why we're in a good position. He says that globalization or globalism or however you want to term it is coming to an end, and the whole system, as far as goods, energy, manufacturing, transport, all that stuff is globalized and it's all coming to an end. And so pretty much countries around the world to varying degrees are reliant on that system to bring them pretty much everything, including food. So if that system breaks down, the food situation for a lot of places is going to get really bad. And then he talks a lot about the demographics, like the population collapse in different countries, and kind of goes into how if you got a large aging population and you don't have significant numbers of people, in their 20s and 30s to work and support that aging population, that it's going to be a demographic collapse. And he kind of goes into those numbers for different countries and what the demographics are for each of the different countries he talks about. So I would recommend this book. It's good reading. It's for me, it was pretty easy. He's entertaining. I see a lot of his videos on YouTube and stuff. So if you don't feel like reading about it, just look him up on YouTube. And he's been on all kinds of podcasts and stuff as of late because of what he predicts and this current situation with the worldwide geopolitical economic situation. So if you don't feel like reading the book and you're interested, there's the book. You could probably just listen to a couple of his interviews and get the overview of it without as much detail. But anyways, that's going to be it for this one. I'll talk to you guys later.